I'm big on putting the spooky back into Christmas. I've published books of Christmas horror, and the Spooky Ventures Cafe Press Store includes a number of put the spooky back into Christmas designs. So, with that in mind, for the next few weeks, I'm going to be looking at Christmas horror films in the Spooky Reviews. This week's edition, the 49th, is a look at the movie Sister Krampus. Now, the movie definitely fits in as a Christmas movie. And as a film, it is perhaps more of a mixed bag, though. The one thing that works really well is the character whose name graces the title of the film. That character is played by Danielle Donahue in what is probably the best performance of the whole movie. Although when we first meet her, she's human, for the majority of the film, she is a supernatural entity. Sister Krampus, the character, is menacing and just plain creepy. Part of that comes from Donahue's performance, and part comes from the makeup and special effects. The combination works to make the character the best part of the whole movie. There are some negatives here, beyond Donahue's performance. The acting in the film often leaves a lot to be desired. Of course, you don't really come into a movie like this looking for award-winning acting, so that's only a minor detriment, really. There are some points where the characterizations just don't seem anything close to realistic, though. One example is when the sister of one of the characters is missing and presumed dead, yet the other sister doesn't seem all that bothered by it. That sort of lack of believability of characters is a more substantial problem for me. Another issue is that the opening scene of the film is repeated later in the movie. It's less a flashback and more just plopping the whole scene in again. It left me thinking, come on, I have to sit through this whole thing again? I just saw it a little while ago. Also, the opening credits seem much longer than they need to be, and then those same credits are copied and pasted at the end to serve as the closing credits. This DVD release from SRS and MVD includes an audio commentary option and trailers as bonus features. My advice on the movie itself is this. Come in with reasonable expectations. Enjoy Danielle Donahue's performance and the menace of her character. That really is the jewel of this movie. I'd consider to be the film to be worthwhile for that aspect alone. I would actually love to see more of her character, if they would bring her back in some later films somehow. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.